beautiful beings and conscious co-creators. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I do all types of different videos. I do tarot readings, I do channeled messages, I do videos like this where we talk about crystals and magic, and I'm also in the middle of a May Day challenge where I upload a video every day for the month of May, although it hasn't really quite been every single day, but I'm trying. I am going to give you guys 31 videos though, so stay tuned for that. If that's something that you're interested in, and if anything that I do here on this channel is interesting to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the like button for this video because this took some effort to do. And yeah, I'm just excited. So as you can see, we have a presentation style type of video. Okay, and we're talking about crystals and magic and how those two things go together. Now, this is part 2 of my Candle Magic 101 for Beginners series. So I do have one video that is talking about candles, candle colors, and different types of spells that you would do with different types of candles depending on the color. I may redo that video, but for right now I'm going to go ahead and link that in the description box just so that you kind of get an idea of where I'm coming from. This is going to be part 2 of that series, okay? And again, we're talking about crystals and the metaphysical properties of certain crystals and how we utilize those metaphysical properties for different types of magic spells that, you know, you may be wanting to do or interested in doing, or even just learning about because it's something new. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and stay tuned. So the first thing that I want to talk about are, what are crystals, right? So I'm talking to the person who's never heard of crystals before or doesn't understand why we use crystals, even in our readings, in our pick-a-card readings. Every single crystal has a specific function. Every single crystal has a particular energy, a specific vibration that we can utilize for all kinds of different things. So let's talk about it. So it is said that a lot of ancient cultures, like ancient Egypt, that believed that crystals were more than just rocks on the ground. They believed that crystals had healing properties. They believed crystals had abilities to balance you, to heal you, or even to transform energy. I just want you to know that every single thing that I say moving forward when it comes to crystals, it's not just for magic, okay? You can literally use this if you're feeling a specific energy or you want to call on a specific vibration to come into your life. You can use these to sit and meditate on. Like as you're visualizing, you know, money, as you're visualizing protection, as you're visualizing the love of your life, whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest and attract into your life, sitting down with these crystals and meditating while you're holding them, or carrying these crystals in your pocket or in your purse, putting these crystals in your car, it can really bring a lot of changes into your life. Okay, so without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and get started with the video. So, common spells and spiritual work. I am going to be tackling the most talked about spells that, you know, are, you know, I'm covering the most popular, the things that you'll hear the most on social media. This is not covering every single spell. I could not do that even if I tried. And also I'm keeping in mind that there are a lot of spiritual work practices, practitioners that do their own work that is not something that they talk about, that they created their own and on their own. And so of course I'm not going to talk about that either. I'm going to go over what you will see being promoted the most on social media because we are in this trend of spirituality. And even though it pains me to say that, I have to keep it a buck and let you guys know that, you know, you're going to be pandered to on social media, especially if you start looking this stuff up because of the algorithm of the searches on Instagram. I don't want you to get bamboozled by fake practitioners or people making you feel like you can't do some of the stuff yourself. And that's why I'm teaching you one-on-one basics, okay? So, again, going over the most common spells. We have good fortune / wealth. We have protection. We have road opening / cleansing. We have attraction / love. And we have wisdom and clarity. Okay, I put spells or common ones together that made sense for the topic that they were covering, and that's why you'll see multiple different, you know, works together because they kind of hit the same points. They may hit them differently, and we're going to also pair each one of these spells or works. I'm gonna probably call them workings or work. So just know that that's what I'm referring to. Each one of these workings will be I've found common popular crystals that you can use with each and every single work. Okay, so these are crystals that you can go to your local botanica or your local curio store. Hell, some of these crystals you can even find at like Walmart and like Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay, so these are not crystals that are going to be hard to find. And I did that on purpose because I don't want you guys searching all over the place. I don't want you guys getting scammed. I want this to be something that is super easy to transition to if this is something that settles well in your spirit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the first one. Good fortune. Okay, so good fortune and or wealth. This spell is intended, these are the intentions. It's intended to bring wealth and abundance into your life. Okay, it's intended to bring financial luck and favor. It is supposed to help evoke urges and actions that promote financial gain. So when you feel the inclination to start a channel or to sell, certain things or to go in a specific direction after you do this working, it's because now you have opened up the urges to do certain things. So I want you guys to understand that a lot of this stuff that I'm talking about, especially when it comes to workings with energy, herbs, spirits, some of this stuff you may not understand why you're doing it, but if you feel a strong sense to do it, follow that. It's like when people say follow your gut, trust your gut. That's what this is, okay? And lastly, it's also to incite momentum of fortune and wealth. So now you're kind of opening the doors and allowing this avalanche of energy that contains fortune and wealth to come into your life. So doors should be opening, right? And again, we also have the road opening down the way, which I will explain as well. And I will also kind of give you some tips on how to stack some of this spell work in case there's things that you want to do, like multiple different workings that you want to do. There's a way to go about stacking it to make sure that it makes sense. It's kind of like, you put the burrito down, the actual tortilla down. When you're making a burrito, it's like you put the tortilla down before you put the lettuce and the sour cream and the tomatoes. You put the meat down first before you put the vegetables down. It's like there's an order that makes the most sense, and that's what I want to kind of explain to you guys as well. So with good fortune though, good fortune and wealth, we have 3 different stones, 3 different crystals that I feel are like the best and beginner friendly, easy to find, that you can use for your workings. Okay, so when you're setting your working together, when you're setting your altar together and it's surrounding good fortune and wealth, these are the things that I want you to associate. Also, I want to point out that every single crystal, the background is going to be different. The background, the color is also specific to the working. So good fortune, wealth, you think money, you think green. So you want to also try to use some of these symbolisms in your working as well. It doesn't have to be green. If you think money, when you think of money and you think of gold, then use gold. I'm telling you what I would do though. And it's just to kind of get your mind thinking about things like that. So I think good fortune, wealth, I think green. So I would have green out. I would have dollar bills, 20s, 100s out on the table. I would also have some of these stones. So let's talk about the stones. First thing is pyrite, okay? This is called pyrite. This is how you spell it. Pyrite, I'm going to give you some kind of facts for each of these stones. So pyrite is known as the fool's gold, okay? It's really good to use for intentionally attracting money and wealth. Also, we have citrine. Citrine is a yellowish tint, has a yellowish tint to it oftentimes. Pyrite's going to be more silver looking and very, very shiny, okay? Citrine is also known as the lucky merchant stone. This is a really good stone to use to bring in money. I would use this stone if you were someone branching out on your own and trying to do something that's more entrepreneurial. Okay, so this can help bring in customers. This can help bring in clients. This is really good for trades, like things that you're really good at, like a plumber, like a lash tech, like a nail tech, like a hairstylist, something that is trade, like you learned how to do and you exchange your service for money or something similar, like that energy, that money exchange. Citrine would be really good for that. And then There's aventurine. This is called the money manifesting stone. At least that's what I call it. I don't know if everybody else calls it that, but I call it the money manifesting stone. This is really good to sit and meditate with as well. Like I told you, all of these stones are good to meditate with, but if I had to pick one out of this group to meditate with or to carry with me everywhere I go, every time I'm thinking about money, I want to have aventurine by me, okay? I have it on my tables. I have it in my room. Aventurine is everywhere, okay? So, this is the money manifesting stone. Like I said, this is a really good money magnet stone to have with you. So I would take this with me if I was going to, if I was in real estate, if I was like a real estate agent or an investor, and I'm signing contracts and trying to acquire certain things, or I'm trying to, even for like luck, good luck, I would carry that with me as well when it comes to money or transactions revolving around money. Okay, now we're going to talk about protection spells. You guys hear me talk about that all the time because I'm really big on protection. The purpose of a protection spell is to help increase protection against curses, spiritual attacks, and hexes. It is used to protect against enemies and unknown forces seeking to harm you. So this is really good to use against people that you know and people that you don't know, energies that you know and don't know. So if you know who's out to get you, you can protect yourself against that person. Or you can also use it just in a general sense. If you don't know, but you have this feeling like someone's coming at you, someone's trying to come against you, you can protect yourself in that way as well. Overall, I would say this is just a good spiritual maintenance spell. Just like you have hygiene and you have a hygiene routine, and so your hygiene routine requires you to floss twice a day, brush your teeth twice a day, or like floss every time you eat and then brush your teeth twice a day and take a shower at night or take a shower in the morning. Whatever your routine is, doing protection work should be a part of your spiritual maintenance, your spiritual routine. Okay, the stones that I would personally use if I was a beginner are the three down here: black tourmaline, obsidian, and smoky quartz. Black tourmaline. This stone is used to shield from psychic attacks and negative energies coming against you. And it's really good for protecting your surroundings. So again, I have this stone everywhere in my house. I think I have it in every room. I have it in the major rooms. I know that. I don't think I have this in my bathroom though, but we should check. We should definitely fix that. But I use this stone in popular areas for sure in my house. So my living room and dining room area where people would come in, I have black tourmaline out. This is also something that I would use at the front of my door, my front door. I would have this in my car. I have this in my person. I'm known for having just stones in my purse, by the way. I'm that person. Okay, so don't be ashamed if you want to be that person too. Be you. Live authentically. Okay, obsidian. Okay, obsidian absorbs and cleanses any negative energies, and it's also really good for shielding against dark and negative intentions. So if you're going into an environment, let's say you know that you have to go to like a work event, or you have to go to a event that, you know, you have a mutual friend but you don't like that person's friends, and you just know it's about to be some bull or some bad vibes, like obsidian would be good to carry with you, because it'll block that negative energy. It's like really good for shielding you from the bull. It really is. I use obsidian all the time. And again, these are also crystals. I'm giving you examples of day to day, but again, when you're doing workings for protection, obsidian is a really good one to put on your altar, on your table, wherever you're doing your work. Obsidian is a good crystal to have sitting out for that. Then last we have smoky quartz. Okay, smoky quartz helps remove mental fog and darkness. It's really good for mental attacks. Okay, so if you feel like psychologically you're being attacked, if you even feel like for yourself, like you just feel like you're in a really dark place in that moment, and you know that just something is off internally or something's not sitting right in your spirit, smoky quartz is really good to put out near you. I would even put this by me while I'm sleeping. Put this by my nightstand. Okay, smoky quartz is really good for kind of clearing some of that up. Smoky quartz is also good for shedding and clearing toxic thoughts. Okay, and it's also really, really good to use when you are removing yourself from negative relationships. Distancing yourself from relationships is really good to use for, carrying with you as you're navigating your way through a breakup as well. Okay. Next one, we have road opening / cleansing. This work is designed and intended to break down obstacles obstructing your ability to move towards what you desire. It's also really good for removing unwanted energies, preventing free-flowing opportunities. Okay, now I'm talking about free-flowing opportunities, financial, and also just in life in general. If you're trying to get to somewhere or get to a destination, you're like, let's say you want to move, but like everything gets in the way of you being able to move. Something's always happening. A road opening working would be very, very helpful in this aspect because it's basically opening doors. It's opening doors that would have otherwise been closed. It's great to use if you're feeling stuck or blocked. And if, like I said, when you're trying to move forward towards things that you're trying to do, your endeavors, even if it's like, a promotion, but you're just like, you're feeling so much resistance towards it, a road opening and a cleansing would be perfect for that. And as I said, when I talked about like, there's a way to go about everything. You want to cleanse first, you want to open the doors first, and then you want to do the you want to cleanse, protect, road open, and then do the other ones, like wealth, love, the other ones. Okay, that's how that sequence goes. The stones, we have quite a few. We have selenite. Selenite is good for cleansing, purifying. It's good to use when planning and before you start something. When you're meditating on making plans, use selenite. Hold on to selenite. When you want to write out a plan and you're wanting doors to be open in that, put selenite out on your table or you're working, wherever you're working at. Then we have carnelian. Carnelian is really good for activating the sacral chakra. And so this is going to increase sexuality and masculine energy. Okay? And masculine energy, I don't know if you guys understand this, but every person has feminine and masculine energy and qualities and traits about themselves. It's just about using and harnessing them when they need to come out. And sometimes masculine energy, whether you identify as male or female, masculine energy can be used to get stuff done, to take action. It's to plan, strategize, and then go for it. Chase after your dreams. So carnelian is good for road opening because once those doors are opened, you need to go. You need to go through them. Hesitation has no merit here. So that's really actually better for road opening than it is for cleansing, okay? Because I combine these two, but remember I said it's because they kind of pair hand in hand, but carnelian would definitely be used for road opening. Selenite would be used for cleansing. Then we have clear quartz or clear crystal quartz. I say that too sometimes. This is just a general, really good energy cleanser, okay? Just like you would sage your space, you would lay out clear quartz to remove like dormant energy. Then we have red jasper. Red jasper is great for road opening as well. Red jasper grounds you. Okay, sometimes I want to say it like this. Oftentimes we reach for things that we don't have no business trying to reach for. And we're trying to open doors that Spirit's like, no, that's not for you. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. But you think you're supposed to be doing it because you're looking at some other people. And red jasper is going to ground you. Red jasper is going to bring you right back down to your reality and kind of put you back into where you need to be. Okay? Red jasper is going to bring in stability. And red jasper is also going to be able to allow the ideas to come that are meant for you. Not what you saw someone else doing, but what you're supposed to be doing. Not everyone's supposed to live in Malibu. You know what I mean? Not everyone's supposed to live in the mountains. Not everyone's supposed to live in Hawaii. So how do you know where you're supposed to go? You ground yourself. You stabilize yourself. And you open yourself up to what Spirit wants, which is really what your higher self wants as well. have my notes in front of me. So now we have attraction and love, what everybody wants to talk about, right? All my singles are out there like, okay, but what about attraction and love? One, there's a reason why I put this at the end, because it's not as important as some of the other things that I feel like are, just, you want to kind of have for yourself before you attract a mate, because attracting a mate when you don't have yourself situated, when you don't have yourself together, it just makes it a lot harder, in my opinion. So anyway, we're going to talk about it though, attraction and love. You would do these workings to promote and enhance how attractive others see you. But you would also do this to promote and enhance how attractive you see yourself. Okay, because there's self-love and romantic love, and they're not that different. They're not that different. Everything you're doing, everything you're wanting for someone else to do for you, you should know how to do that for yourself first and foremost. And so I put those there the same exact way for a reason. Attraction/love workings also help promote closeness and deepening the connection and the romantic intimacy between you and your target. These type of workings, you usually have a target, and by target I mean a person of interest, a person who you're thinking about when I'm talking about this type of things. And so these type of workings are really good for doing that. Your target, and so when you're doing love workings, one, there's so many different types of love workings as well. Even like whether you're single or even in a relationship, you could be doing love workings for your relationship. That's something that I do. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with doing workings to strengthen your relationship, just like I don't see anything wrong with protecting yourself in your relationship. So these don't necessarily have to be for singles. This can be for anyone, whether you have a person or not. Okay, there's always a deeper connection that can be had with this person. So, and again, this is the red background because that's the color I associate. Those, I would use red candles for this. Again, if you want to watch that video, I'm probably going to redo that video, I'm pretty sure. But if you want to watch it, then I'll link it. But red is what I use for, workings like this. And these are the crystals. So the first one is rose quartz, right? Rose quartz is really good for love, and it promotes emotional healing and maturity in relationships, which is really big because we don't talk about that enough, about maturity on both ends in a relationship. It's like two kids trying to love each other, but they're childish. It's like, no, we want to promote maturity. We want to promote healthy, non-toxic relationships where both people love each other authentically, can speak life into each other. They can work as a team. That's a relationship. Anyway, I'm going to stop preaching. Malachite, right? Malachite's great for self-love. Malachite is actually really good for shadow work. So when you're meditating and you're going through some of these painful parts of your past, your traumas, holding on to some malachite would be really, really helpful for you. It can also be used to strengthen and protect relationships. Red goldstone is good for confidence and passion. It also helps promote uninhibitedness. So if you consider yourself shy and you do work, put in some red goldstone to promote confidence. So when you walk into that bar, you walk in just kind of feeling like, you know what, I am the goddess that I want to be. I already am that person. I just need to believe it. And red goldstone is one of those crystals that has a lot of properties that can promote confidence in oneself, and also passion, of course. And the last one is moonstone. Moonstone is a really good, like, divine feminine energy type of stone. Okay, it gives Empress vibes through and through. Okay, it's really good for enhancing beauty. So if you wanted to do any type of beauty spell work where you appear more beautiful, or it enhances your beauty, it causes you to do things that could amplify your beauty as far as how you see yourself and how other people see you. Doing those things with moonstone would be great. Doing goddess baths with moonstone would be great. It's all about sensuality, and it's really also a good stone for fertility as well. So if you were doing any type of fertility work, moonstone would be great for that. The last one is wisdom and clarity. It helps enhance psychic abilities, increase awareness and discernment. Wisdom and clarity workings ground you and strengthen connection to your higher self. They also help remove confusion and brain fog, which we talked about a little bit with smoky quartz, with protection. So smoky quartz would also be a crystal you could use in this as well. But it's specifically designed to awaken your third eye and increase your awareness. Like I said earlier, increase your awareness, open your third eye, and just elevate you to a higher frequency and state of existing. So what I would use for wisdom / clarity workings, amethyst, of course. Come on, that's one of my favorite stones. I have amethyst everywhere. But of course, amethyst. Amethyst is used to help increase intuition and psychic abilities. Lapis lazuli is really good. It's my second favorite stone. Actually, it's so funny. All three of these are my favorite stones, so I am a little biased. I'm going to put that out there. So, you know, you could do your own research, but these are the three that are my favorite stones, so I had to put them in here. I had to shout them out. Lapis lazuli is another really, really good stone for wisdom and clarity. Psychic visions are promoted through this. So this is also really good to put by your bed while you're sleeping, because a lot of us have visions when we're asleep, because that's when we're most vulnerable to spirit intervention. So lapis lazuli is good for promoting psychic vision, connecting you to your higher self, and increasing power and intelligence. Being able to discern, again, understand spiritual intelligence, knowing how to read between what it is that people are spoon feeding you. Tiger's eye, with courage and mental strength. And again, I would throw smoky quartz in here as well. But those three would be really, really great stones to use. Okay, so that is this video. I didn't want to make it too long, but I hope that visually it was satisfying for you. I hope you learned something. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. If you like this type of video, or you like the kind of content, you like the kind of person, whatever, then hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. And I'm going to go ahead and sign out here. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Okay? Bye, guys.